Welcome to our first video in a series all along the Alpha course. And if you don't know us, I'm Antony. I'm the Youth and Families Worker at Hayes Methodist Church, based in the southeast of England. And there's also Darren, who is the Children's Youth and Families Worker, based at Alive Christian Ministries, which is in Bridgewater at the southwest. And together we form the movement Catalyst, which is a movement hoping to encourage and join young people through churches and through youth groups all across the south of England.
So we are starting a new venture where we're going to do some online videos after we've done our own little groups. We're joining two groups together, Antony's group and my own group. And what we're doing is we're going to be doing Youth Alpha. Now, Alpha is an amazing resource that's been used for many, many years. And thank goodness it's been updated and it's even more useful for today's generation. We are going to be doing, I think it's something like 10 different sessions. And we're inviting all our young people to join with us. I mean, you don't even have to be at our churches to join in. But Youth Alpha is literally there as an introduction to the Christian faith and to try and answer some of those questions that you've got in your own life. The idea is that you come along to our sessions every single week, join in with the conversation. If you don't really want to join in, that's absolutely fine as well. All that we ask is that you participate and you're there to listen to what's going on. And then by the end of those sessions, we as a collective, as a team, as a group, can actually come to faith together. You don't have to make a decision at the end. It's not going to come to the end and right, you've got to sign this form to say that you're a Christian forever. It's literally so you can get an introduction. If at the end of this course you decide, actually, this is a load of rubbish, not for me, that's absolutely fine. We still want to keep in contact with you because it'd be good to build a relationship and build friendships together, but it's not a compulsory thing at the end. So come and join us for this experience. It's new for us because it's all on Zoom. So this will either go completely and utterly wrong or it will work out absolutely amazing. With my editing skills and Antony's direction, it's going to be amazing and you'll love it.
So hopefully you now know a bit more about what Alpha is. And if you're still watching this video, it means that hopefully you want to know more, which is fantastic. And we're so happy that we can provide that for you. So I'm going to jump straight in with our first question. And that was, if you had 24 hours of free time to do anything, what would you do?
Man.
Blow some money on some clothes and then travel.
Skydive. Off top, skydive.
Grabbing all my family, grabbing all my friends. I'm buying a big island.
Just like rent out an island or something.
I would be with a couple of buddies of mine in a yacht, be with some nice girls.
I would, first of all, buy a PS4 Pro.
Go to Disney World.
Bounce around to a couple of different art museums.
Well, I'm a fashion designer, so I'd probably want to do a show in Copenhagen or something. And then go party with a bunch of really popular fashion people.
If we had 24 hours, unlimited money, we would just eat.
And it's a tough one. I know when we discussed it with our group, we had some people say they want to go and see their friends and family. Some said that they would help the homeless. Another said that they just want to continuously eat. We even mixed our question up just that little bit more by saying that you've got 24 hours and unlimited money. And the things that came out then, we had someone that wanted to go to Disneyland with all their friends and family and have a gigantic party. Someone purchased an island where they take all their friends and family. And they followed up with the question of, do they get to keep those things after the 24 hours? Me personally, I would love to purchase a Ford Mustang 1965 and I would road trip across America. And I know what you're thinking. I wouldn't do America in 24 hours, but I'd give it a good go. But it's a tough question because it's a situation that we never really think we would put ourselves in. We get asked this question when we're with friends. We get asked things and maybe we get a few silly answers. But when you really think into it, when you think, what would you do with that 24 hours of free time? What would you really do? What would help you? What would help those around you? And what would be beneficial of that time? And the second question, which I want to ask you, is what makes you happy? What makes you really happy deep inside?
Coming home to see mom cook some nice, delicious African foods.
I love food.
Food, mostly.
Gorditas.
Eating.
Oh man, marijuana, women, mainly music, women that smoke marijuana.
My cat. Her name's Gumbo.
Being outdoors.
Animals. Honestly, music.
Time with family.
Money.
Music makes me happy.
Animals. I guess you can't really buy happiness, but you can buy things that make you happy, kind of.
Shopping.
Being with her.
Coffee.
Other people laughing. That's just fun, isn't it? Especially people that have ridiculous laughs.
This is living now.
We had some people say food. Some people said friends, and this was a really good one to discuss with the group of people which we had. And it's a great one to discuss with anyone around you, because it actually makes you feel quite happy just to think about those things. We had one person say it was the laughter around them and the unconditional love which they see. My one personally, I said that music makes me really happy. I can listen to music in any moment, and if I'm feeling down or if I'm feeling sad, I can find that right song to cheer me up again. And Darren even said that actually it was his faith that made him happy. His faith that could grow, and it's one of those things that actually is always with him. It's always something strong in his life, and I think for a lot of us that are Christians, we can share that actually our faith makes us happy, worshiping makes us happy, sharing that unconditional love with those around us in our faith makes us happy. And these are both questions that maybe we haven't thought about a lot in our lives. We wouldn't usually sit down and go, oh, what would I do if I only had 24 hours? Or, oh, what makes me really happy? But when we think about it, we all have similar ideas, but we also all have different ideas, unique ideas, brilliant ideas, which to us are personal, are our own thing, and that are a gift in ourselves that we can share with others.
So that led us on to our third question, is that if God does exist, what is the one question that you'd like to ask him?
What would I ask God?
How many other planets have intelligent life?
Probably, how'd you do it?
How it all started.
What eternity looks like.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck hit? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I really don't know.
Why is there so much war?
Who are you?
Would I be rich?
If we have free will, but you know what's going to happen, how does that work?
Why did you make life so tough for some people?
Where are you? That's probably what I would ask.
What is the meaning of life?
Is there something after now, this life here on the world? Is there something after that?
Are you the only one, or are there any more of you out there?
Why he created mosquitoes.
Why?
Why?
I mean, why, really?
Now, I have got a list as long as my arm of different questions that I'd like to ask God, and I'm sure you have as well. But some of the questions that came up in our meet together was, why did you create the universe? Why do you allow suffering? Why is everything so confusing? Now, me and Antony have both said that we aren't here to answer every single question, because some questions just can't be answered, because we have to wait until we get that one question to ask God. But it was really interesting to hear some of the different questions that came out. Some of them things like, do we all see the same colour? I think that's more of a scientific question than anything else. And why does God spare people that are guilty of sin? Well, there's lots of different answers to all these questions. And on Alpha, that's what it's there for. It's there to bring your questions along. And I know Antony in a moment is going to tell you how to contact us regarding all your different questions. We're all part of a massive plan that God's got going on. We don't know what that plan is. We've just got to put our faith into him. And it's like what the Bible says in a verse where Jesus returns to speak to his disciples, and he goes up to Thomas. And it comes from John chapter 20, verse 29, and it says, "Then Jesus told him, 'Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.'" We are all blessed. And hopefully through this Alpha course, you also will be blessed. And you will also see the love that God has for each and every one of you. That through Jesus, we are all forgiven of all of our sins. So come with us and join us on this epic journey. And this just might be your Damascus moment.
If you live to be 70 years old, on average, this is how you're going to spend your life.
You're going to spend 20 years and 3 months asleep, 10 years and 5 months watching TV, 7 years and 6 months eating and drinking, 5 years and 9 months in some form of transportation, 18 months waiting in line, and 6 months at red lights.
It's alarming to think that some of us will spend more time sitting at red lights than we will talking about important issues of life and faith.
You have approximately 570,000 hours left to live, and we want to invite you to spend less than 24 of them with us on Alpha.
Antony's going to tell you in a second how you guys can get in contact with us via our email or via our webpage. I hope you have enjoyed this interview, or this little video. Not really interview when you're just talking at the screen, but hopefully we're trying to make these videos after every session to recap of what we've done. Also to give you guys an insight of what we get up to during Alpha. And we would love for you to join us on this epic journey. So stay tuned for how to get in contact with us, and I will see you soon. And it's over to Antony.
And so we've come to the end of our first Alpha session together, and we thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it and that you've taken something away. Maybe it's a question which has been put in your mind to ponder over in the coming weeks, something to discuss with friends and family, and we encourage you to do that because it's a great thing to talk about, a discussion point of to what makes you happy, what would you do with 24 hours, or just any questions that you might have. If you do have any questions and want to have them answered in future videos, want to have them answered in future Alpha calls, or maybe it's just something you want to get off your chest, if you have any concerns, if you have any queries, or you just want someone to talk to, feel free to contact us. You can find us at our website at catalystyouth.org.uk, and from there you'll find links to our Facebook page and our Instagram page. But if you want to contact myself or Darren directly, we have our own emails. You can find us either at Antony@catalystyouth.org.uk or Darren@catalystyouth.org.uk. We will be more than happy to answer any questions which you might have to the best of our ability. But again, thank you for joining us. If you've enjoyed this video and you think, actually, that Alpha course is something which I feel I want to be part of, then we will be doing Alpha over the coming weeks on Zoom every Monday evening, 7:30 till 8:30. We would be privileged and love for you to join us. So if you want to know the details, let us know and we can make that happen. If you're someone that already attends the Zoom Alpha meetings with us and you're just watching this video as a recap, remember to tell your friends, to tell your family. Let's spread the word. Let's get everyone involved so that everyone's questions can be answered, everyone's views can be heard, because that is what we want to do with Alpha. We want to spread that word. We want to bring more people to the church to learn more about what is Christianity, who is God, and what is the point in all of this. But have a fantastic week, and we hope to hear from you soon. And, well, as I say, any questions which you have, we'll try and answer, but I'm not saying we'll have all the answers. See you soon.